back, guys. This is going to be the 4th mission of the first operation, which is also the last mission of the first operation, which was trying to find and free captured English pilots that were shot down. So our last mission is going to be Mission Phoenix Fall, Italy, July 7th, 1942. The time is 10:42. And the location is the Ticino River. So it's getting tough now. The train with pilots is on its way to Germany, and what's more, it must cross the bridge mined by our Italian friends. Let's hope everything is going to turn out okay.
It seems that we have arrived too late. Fortunately, the railway truck with the prisoners of war is located at the end of the train, between 2 armoured railway trucks. We have to destroy them, as well as all the train's guards. It appears that most of the Germans have gathered under the bridge. Other men are apparently in the buildings of the old farm. The enemy have also posted armed guards and lookouts. We start here. Our goal is to get to the railway truck with the prisoners and eliminate all enemy resistance. We also have to secure the surrounding area to make sure that none of the enemy stays alive. This concludes our mission.
Okay, so we will keep this roster. We will keep this team for this mission. They're pretty well suited for it. So looks like we picked up another German sniper rifle. Let's put that back in the inventory, along with this MP40. Okay, still has some sniper rifle ammunition. Okay. Okay, looks like he has a couple time bombs. Okay, time bombs should be good enough. So, those train carriages that they were talking about, the armored trains, you can blow them up using grenades, time bombs, or if you want, you can also use the bazooka, but we're just gonna stick with time bombs. So get some more ammo. Okay, we're all set. So, there's 3 armored wagons we have to destroy, 1 time bomb for each, or 1 or 2 grenades for each, depending on how you want to do it. Same with the bazooka rounds. One of them will destroy 1 armored wagon. They're not anything ridiculous. And then, we also have to eliminate all enemies. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to secure this mountain, or hill, whatever you want to call it, this hill over here. And that'll give us a pretty good vantage point over most of the map, including this area right here, which is going to be important in a little bit. We're going to scout ahead using Atkins, who's our marksman. As we can see, there's a sniper shooting at us from, it's like, it's about several hundred meters that way, this direction, about 300, not too far. Okay, he these down. So he was on this mountain right here, so now we're gonna go up this mountain hill. There's also one more enemy soldier right here. Quick burst from our stun gun, and he's out of the way. Atkins is a little alone out here, so take Calvert and also have him push up to Atkins. Normally, you can use the map function, but for whatever reason, the hills on this map mess with them a little bit, and if you give them a command to move, they'll usually take some kind of weird route that will get them killed or just not be very efficient. So it's best to just move them yourself for this map. Should be noted that you run the fastest when you're fully standing up, but you run a little bit slower when you're crouched and running. And obviously, when you're in the prone position, crawling is obviously a lot slower. Even the fast crawling is, pretty slow. It can take you kind of a while to cover some distances, but there's times in this game where that's kind of the only way to cover certain areas without getting killed. So, okay. We'll have Atkins take out anyone who's here. There we go. He's down for the count. We just have to be a little patient. Okay, he's also out of the way. There'll also be some enemies along the train tracks, so you'll have to keep an eye out for them as well. That was nice timing, or else we would have had to wait for him to walk back and forth, but we took him out as well, so we're good to go there.
Follow me!
We're also going to have Ranking and Mills move up.
Follow me!
Like I was saying before, sometimes sometimes when your soldiers are being controlled by AI in this mission, they don't run the proper direction or the right path. Okay, let's move up a little bit. So what we just did there was what you would call an L-shaped ambush. As you can see, we had Atkins and Calvert facing roughly east according to the compass, and then we had Ranking and Mills facing, let's see, somewhat, yeah, sort of northeast, but anyways, they're able to make sort of L shape, and that meant they have overlapping fields of fire, so that way, no matter if the enemies pushed up and took cover, we would have been able to shoot them in any position. This is the real-life way of setting up ambushes, so that's why I set it up that way. So, with both of them covering us, we're going to have Calvert push up. As you can see, this is why it's always important to make sure that your soldiers are covering each other and are giving cover by fire, or else you can get yourself stuck in a situation like that. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anyone else, but we'll still move carefully. We have to make sure we keep... Okay. Yeah, the train's not popping up on the map, but... We have to make sure we keep our distance from those armored trains, from those armored cars, because they have machine guns mounted on them, and... you're cooked if they see you. They won't miss, and you'll die instantly. So you gotta be careful. There's going to be some guys along this roadway here. We'll take them out quickly as well. Okay. I'll take ranking to go with Calvert. And our avenue approach is going to be down this mountain. And close to this overpass, we're going to hug the wall here for cover. And keep pushing up, and then get onto train tracks, and then take care of business. We're going to take care of any enemies, and then we're going to blow up the armored cars, and that'll make sure we take out all the enemies in this mission. One of the worst situations you can find yourself is if you think you killed all the enemies, and the eliminate all enemies objective still shows as uncompleted, which means somewhere along the line you missed someone, and sometimes you have to run around the map looking for whoever it was. So we'll have ranking still cover us from here, and we'll have Calvert up here, and we'll keep moving up. We're just going to blow up this armored car right here with a time bomb. As you can see, we've successfully destroyed one of the armored cars. We'll play it. We'll play it. Okay, so that guy right there is taken care of, and then we'll also plant time bombs for these other armored cars. But first, we'll loop around and clear it and make sure there's no actual enemy soldiers on foot. This looks to be about it. So just a couple interesting notes. If you kind of go in your third-person view and look around like this, you can actually see that there's actual enemy soldiers manning the machine gun posts. So that's why it registers as killing enemies when you blow them up. 2 per armored car. Each of them has German soldiers like this. This one as well. And also note that the prisoners are in this carriage, so make sure not to blow it up or harm it in any way. Keep in mind, because we're right here, the armored cars aren't able to shoot us because it's too steep of an angle. But if we were to say go to these tracks right here, it's not a risk you want to take. So be careful when you're moving on the tracks. And we're gonna just to make it fun, we'll actually use grenades to kill this last destroy this last armored car. So, from my memory, if you land one grenade right on top of the armored car, it will be an instant hit. But if you lob it and it hits around it somewhere, it might take 2 grenades. So let's do our best. There we go, direct hit. Okay, so that concludes the first campaign. Went according to plan, but in the later campaigns, things are only going to get way harder. This campaign, especially compared to some of the later campaigns, is kind of a walk in the park. Some of the other ones will get pretty tense, but yeah, this is the end of the first campaign. And I'll see you guys for the next campaign, which will be in Yugoslavia.